Hello guys, today I'm going to show you an insane Oraxia build. This is the new Warframe and she's absolutely amazing, guys. So this is the Oraxia build and we're going to focus on her fourth ability. More specifically, we're going to combo this with more abilities, but we're going to see that later in the demonstration. But before we do that, let me explain why I put all these mods here. So basically, we need strength for more damage, a little bit of range for the second ability, some efficiency because guys, this Warframe actually spends a lot of energy and you have to be aware of that, and a lot of duration because we're gonna spawn minions, guys, and these minions actually are insane. They're very cool and they're going to destroy, guys, the enemies, so they're very useful. So basically this is how the build works. You just press the fourth ability to be able to gain toxin damage, and you're going to increase that even more if you are wall latching. That's going to be our main playstyle. But not only that, when you are wall latching, you actually become invisible, so this is even better and you gain even more damage. That's absolutely insane. This is why I'm using Arcane Crepuscular, because while invisible you gain even more damage and ability strength. The second ability you want to use then is the second ability, and that's going to make the enemies more vulnerable. And for survivability, you're not gonna die anyways, never, simply because you're gonna move around the map like Spider-Man, and with that you're gonna be also invisible. So guys, come on, you're invincible, right? Okay, so the weapon I chose to use is the bubonico, and you know why? Because this is an area of effect weapon, and guys, this destroys the enemies. This absolutely is insane. Just take a look at this build. You can deal lots and lots of damage, especially if you combo this with the second ability. It's going to make the enemies slow down, so they're not gonna move, and you're gonna be able to shoot them from the high ground like Spider-Man. They're getting absolutely demolished. I'm using Primary Blight simply because with the fourth ability activated, you're going to deal toxin damage. If you see Prime Charge Shell, you don't have to worry about that because it's just there to increase damage. Because basically with the fourth ability activated, you're going to deal toxin damage always. So Prime Charge Shell just there to increase damage. Also, there's this mod, Prime Cleanse Orokin. It's just because you're going to deal more damage against this faction, the Orokin, but you can use any type of faction you want, especially if you're going to, for example, against Corpus, you can use Cleanse Corpus, okay? So you're going to deal more damage to Corpus. If you're going against Grineer, you're going to use the one for Grineer, and so on. And of course, guys, if you don't have the Prime versions of these mods or even the Galvanized mods, you don't have to worry about that, especially if you are a beginner. You don't have to worry about this. Just use the normal versions of these mods. Okay, so now I'll show you how the build works. You just go in the middle of the enemies, you just press the second ability, so they're not gonna be able to move. Then you press your fourth, you go like Spider-Man on the wall, and then from there, boom, 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 you actually make them explode. That's crazy. Do you see that? The damage is freaking insane. Okay, also do not forget about this. This is the Archon shards I'm using. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell for more content like this. And bye bye.